Just jamming away to those drums. I hope everybody's well today. It is a gorgeous day here at the cave, except it's still cold. It's like low 60s, but I'll take it because it's just a gorgeous day. The trees are starting to finally turn to their colors. They're still not quite at peak yet, but it is beautiful. And as you can see, whoa, I have a fly in the house. One fly, 1,500 square feet, and it always finds me no matter where. I have a guy on the bed. Tux has come back to roost since Oz has been gone. And the birds are all locked in today because they've been out all morning. And actually, my toddler was not behaving well today and decided he wanted to fly all over. So I put him back in the cage. So everything's going to be quiet today. So welcome, everybody. I see James is here and Margaret's here and Chloe's here and Miss Cindy is in the house. And I think you had asked me for a reading last week or the week before, and I just didn't get to it, or I flipped over it, or the computer moved it, or whatever. So let me start out with you today, my dear. Oh, and just so you guys can, oh, what did he do here? Oh, he did more stuff. Mango's been a demon child lately. I just want to show you what I deal with when he's out. And if you turn your head once, okay, and I'm just going to show you a little bit. This was a piece of green paper that came in the mail. Actually was my part of my ballot, but not the part that had to go back for voting. This was big, and this is what he did. He edged it all the way around, all four sides, and he chewed a big chunk out of it. And then he put all the chunks all over the place, and I mean they're everywhere. So yeah, that's what I can kind of have to deal with every day. He's out, and he's actually really mad because I put him back in. He's not happy. He's over here in the corner watching my hands because he wants to chew the cards again. And we're not going to let him do that. I also put up in a lot of groups, and some of you are in those groups. I'm asking for healing prayers to be sent up for a gal by the name of Kim. She is a cancer survivor, and she was doing great, and she just got COVID. And is not doing well with it. So I've been asking prayers for that, and I would appreciate anybody putting prayers in and energy in and positives in for her healing. And I thank you in advance. Wow, he really ripped that card. Woo! Yeah, he did. Look, he ripped this card. Yeah, that card's not good. All right, so here we go. Cindy, let's see what I got for you today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I don't think I've ever pulled this card for you, ever. This is the honeybee. Let me put it where you can. Whoop, it's kind of hard to see because of the sunshine, right? Okay, the honeybee is your card today. Okay, so let's hear what they're talking about. Okay, so they show me like gathering a bunch of things, like how the bee goes out and gathers from different places. It's like you've been gathering a bunch of stuff from various places, and you've collected it. And they kind of want you to put together, well, they're suggesting anyway, that you put together kind of a book about your experiences of, I think maybe the trips you went on and stuff. And they're showing me she's been collecting, she's been collecting, she's been collecting. She's just getting out there and collecting. And also, it's like how the bee collects the pollen and spreads it around, like with to flower, plant to plant. They want you to know that everything you've been doing has been imprinting positives where you're going. So you're kind of like the bee, and the things that you're doing now are bringing joy to people and yourself as well. But it's by going around and being part of. So you're imprinting on things. Okay, so the fall's going to usher in a winter, and it's going to seem like this winter is going to be long. It's not going to be like filled with bad weather, but it's going to be filled with cold weather. And so you're kind of going to be not stuck, because you can get out and do things, but you'll be more inside. And this is what they're showing me, is this book, and you putting things together for this book. And a lot of what you went through is history, but they want you to show it kind of as a history of you. So they want you to put it down so that you can not only remember it, but you'll be able to share it with other people. And it'll give you something to do during those cold months. And they just keep showing me the bee collecting, collecting, collecting. And you're the little bee going around and collecting and collecting. And it's really, there's positives around you, and there's light around you. So just keep going with that, because your choices that you've been making are good for you. They're good for your soul. They're good for other people as well. And they said just keep on moving forward with that. But yeah, I'd be interested in seeing that book. I mean, you've gone to quite a few places, and if this is what they're discussing or talking about, I think it would be a good idea. So that's your card today, and it is the bee, the honey bee. Okay, gonna shoot down the line here a little bit. If it jumps, you guys, you know, I've had some people inbox me. The computer, and Lee has told you guys as well, he has Emma to go through it, and this thing on the side, and Bex and Sean know too, it jumps all over. So you have to be chill. I'll get to you, and if I don't get to you for some reason, it's not because that I'm doing it on purpose. All right, hang on. Hang on. Oh. Well, oh yeah, that's something too. Everybody was asking me, hang on. I will give you a card, Miss Jessica. I will give you a card, but let me just tell everybody this really quick. Yesterday, I had posted on my personal page, and some of you are on that page, that if someone could spare me a minute, I needed some assistance really quick for someone to come on and jump on StreamYard with me. And I was actually in a studio, and I had a client, and because they were in a different time zone, they got all screwed up and stuff. And anyway, I was sitting in watching, waiting for her, like I'm sitting here, so I could see myself sitting here. And everybody was sleeping, no windows were open, and I had orbs. And I don't have bugs in the house, so I had orbs, and they were coming out from behind me, and in a way that, I mean, they were obviously orbs, and I was like, okay, and they looked orbs and not dust. I don't have dust flying around. So I got hold of, and actually Cheryl and Joe Headley got hold of me, and they jumped on with me for a few minutes, and I said, do you notice anything? And they said, yeah, we see orbs. So I knew I wasn't going crazy. And I know some people inboxed me and said, hey, oh my God, are you all right? Are you all right? Yeah, I'm fine. But I had some orbs following me around yesterday, and it was kind of interesting. Just had to make sure that I wasn't losing my mind, or at least what's left of it. Okay, Jessica, let's see what I can do for you today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Fingers are slow today. That's interesting. All right, so your card today is the doe. All right, so let's see what they're talking about with the doe. And please like, share the video. Feel free to share anything that's on any of my pages. Everybody that's in the show feed. Okay, so Jessica, what I'm seeing with this is The doe brings in a lot of things. The doe brings in about nurturing the young. They kind of herd up. The females all herd up with the yearlings and shorter, uh, younger, I should say, not shorter. But they are very good at taking care of and managing a small herd. And it's all the does. The bucks are all out running around except if they're a year younger. Okay, because you might see some button bucks in there where they haven't got total antlers yet. So the doe, this doe, however, is talking about right now, Spirit's talking about expanding your circle, your sacred circle. It's about expanding it, bringing in more positives to you. It's like kind of, I feel a little bit small when I look at this. Like you have such a bright soul and a lot of energy that's very positive, but your circle is tight, and your sacred circle is everything you hold dear, the people that you hold closest to you, things that you want to make sure you have close to you, experiences, whatever. Okay, that's inside your sacred circle, and that's where your soul feeds from. And everything on outside is things that try to get in or just kind of bump into you, or they're happenings, maybe even people that are kind of drawn to you, but you've got your circle around, so those are your boundaries. This is talking about expanding those boundaries. I feel like it's almost like you've closed off because of things that have happened in the past with you, and maybe even recent past where you were hurt by people or what they did, or even the situation that it just like, I watched something yesterday. This is an example, right? I watched something yesterday and a young man died, and how he died was never really brought to light. And I just felt so much empathy and for his family, for what they were going through. Okay, so this is kind of why I see this as really tight with you. Okay, because you empathize with people, because you have compassion, because you're a good person. And around your soul wants to grow so that you can reach more people, so that you can be around more people, and not only them will benefit, but you will benefit, and your soul will shine brighter, and it's only going to draw in positives because that's what you're putting out. Okay, so the deer wants you to nurture your spiritual, they want you to nurture your soul energy, and they want you to allow it to expand. You don't have to like open it up to everybody and anybody. Like, hey, here we are, it's a free for all. No, not like that. But open it up and extend it a little more, so that not only will other people benefit from your beautiful soul, but yourself, because you'll have more experiences. And I'm also being told to remind you and everybody listening today that even things that aren't great, even things that are negative, even things that happen that are just sad or not the greatest thing, right? Even those things teach us all how to deal with stuff in the future. Okay, so those are experiences that we put in our spiritual and mind tool kit, right? We put them so that when we're faced with maybe similar things down the road in our life, that we have the things and the experience to be able to deal with and cope with this. But yes, this is what the deer is representing for you today, is nurture your spirit. Okay, nurture your spirit and expand, and just allow good things to come into you because you deserve it. And sometimes they're telling me you kind of feel like you pull back a little bit because it's kind of like a timid thing. Like if you see a fawn or a doe, like where I live right now, and if they haven't seen me like all the time before, they're timid. They're not sure they want to trust it, right? And this is what's coming across with you. It's like you're not sure that you can trust some things, okay? And they want you to know to feel your gut instinct, feel your body, feel your soul's energy. And if it resonates with you and it resonates in a positive way, it's okay. Okay, trust your intuition more, because you have it. And sometimes you just don't want to go there, but they're saying you should go there. It's great. You'll learn and have so much more in your daily lives, but you have to expand a little bit. Okay, so that's your card today, and it is the Doe. You know, I think some of us, thanks Jessica too for sharing your time and energy here with us. I think the good, yeah, it's good. It's, I'll give you guys the name. I can't remember right now because my brain is old, but they were on my show before when I had the radio show. They're amazing. Yeah, you know, we all do it, right? At some time, we all kind of hold back a little bit during our lives at one time or another. That's how we learn. And it's sometimes about we're scared, you know, because we're hurt and we don't want to be hurt again. And I understand that. I totally understand that. Been there, done that. But if we hold back a lot, we actually miss so much more. So we have to learn how to contend with that a little bit, okay? All right. Hi, Chicago. How are you? Oh, you'll be in and out? Okay. All right. Well, I hope it's sunny down in Chicago because, yeah, it's sunny here, but it's kind of cold yet. I was going to try to finish some staining, but that didn't happen. And hi, Lisa Siegel. You're under Margaret, and I will get you a card, and I will get you a card in a little bit. So you hang on because you're used to me getting some cards, and I won't forget you, Margaret. I'll get you before I go. Lisa Siegel, I will give you a card. And then I also see my Aunt Joyce told me to come and watch you. I love your Aunt Joyce. She's a good person. All right, so let's see what I've got for you, Lisa and Margaret. Just hold on, okay? Because I'm not going to forget you. I'll get you more towards the end. I want to get some of the new people so that they get to know us too, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. This is a card that's been coming up a lot, and I really love these animals, and some people don't. I actually saw a post from a friend of mine the other day that they had a bunch of them coming into their yard where they live, and they're amazing. Okay, so your card today is the possum. Okay, now the possum is really beneficial to have around. It has a very good purpose in the ecosystem, and it takes care of like ticks and fleas and grubs and things that we don't want, mosquitoes, things that we don't want in our human area, right? And they're very good parents. The babies cling to them. They carry them they carry them up and down trees, up and down roofs. It's amazing to watch them, but I look at them in a different way, right? So, but what I'm seeing for you right now is almost like backed in a corner. They keep saying backed in a corner. Somebody is backed into a corner that's around you. I don't think it's you, but it affects you. Okay, now the possum can get really super fierce, and people get really scared of them because they start screaming and they bare their teeth and they look like a big rat because of their tail and stuff. So people are kind of leery of them, and they're going to carry rabies. They don't carry rabies. And this is kind of what somebody's doing around you. It's like they're backed, they feel like they're backed into a corner. And but it's going to affect you. And it's almost like you have to reach out they're showing me like reaching out a hand to tell them that it's okay. Because when they get backed into the corners, they just pretend to be fierce. They're really not. And they won't bite you. I've actually had them walk into my house with my cats when my cats used to go outside, which they don't anymore. But they walked in and they're fine. They're quiet. I actually feel kind of sorry for them because they don't hibernate. And the winters get really cold and the food is really super scarce for them. So they're survivors. And this is also what I'm being shown to tell you it's like surviving. It's surviving. You're a survivor. But it's like you'll almost imprint on this other person, or kind of help them to find themselves again, because I feel like there's unbalance around you, and I don't feel it with you 100%. But again, they keep saying it's going to affect her. It's going to affect her. So you need to kind of help bring about that balance and get away your fears, put away your fears. And that's big, because what they're saying is put away your fears, because the possum isn't going to bite, right? And that's what the example they're using for me. So whatever this is, it's not going to taint you. It's not going to screw you up. It's not going to hurt you emotionally. It's not going to hurt you physically, spiritually. But it's almost like you have to reach out to be able to bridge the gap for this person, is what they're saying. And yeah, and in doing so, it's only going to strengthen your resolve, your core. So yeah, it's going to be a little bit challenging too, they're saying, but yeah, it'll be fine. But you can use everything you've learned to make you into the amazing soul that you are now, the amazing energy that you have, and the positives that you can teach and share and imprint. So yeah, it's almost like you're a leader. Okay, it's almost like what they're saying is like you're a leader of the pack, and that's what they're telling me. Be a leader of the pack. So that's what your card tells you to do, and I hope it resonates with you. And thanks, Lisa, I appreciate it. And that's your card. It's the opossum. Okay, they're, you know, I love possums. They're just really, really cool. Just great animals. I just love them. And then, yeah, I'll get you one, Sherry. I will happily get you one. All right. And Shannon, if you see your Aunt Joyce, give her a big hug for me, all right? Because I know she's getting ready to do some great things. All right. Thank you, Chloe. I appreciate that. Thank you. I appreciate that. And she will too. Okay, I will get you a card. And Shannon, I will get you a card as well. Hang on. Okay. All right. I see Precious here too today. Hi, Presh. I haven't gotten far on the list yet, so just kind of hang on, everybody. Everybody gets all excited. And if you hear screaming and yelling in the background, that's the toddler. He's in his cage, and he's not really happy because he's in the cage, so he's making a racket. All right. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Wow, my fingers don't want to work today. All right, so the 7th card for you today is the medicine bag, the medicine pouch. Okay, and this is actually my medicine pouch, and I actually have it right here. Yes, I do carry one. My medicine pouch. Carried one for many, many years. So the medicine pouch brings about talking about ourselves. It's about giving yourself a break. It's about feeding your mind, body, spirit. And medicine bags are, within my culture, we carry them with us, and we put in them, we place things that are nearest and dearest to our hearts. They can be everything from stones that'll assist us, to pictures, to notes, anything. You can put anything you want in it. It's what gives you power. It's your center. It's what you use to ground yourself and walk in your power. And no, I don't mean magical, mystical. You know, I'm on Harry Potter and I'm going to do spells and that. That's not what the medicine bag is. And it's not medicine that we take for ailments. So what this is talking about is your spiritual self. And it's about kind of going in and looking at what's important to you and what is not as important to you now. Okay. And that allows us to take out what's in our medicine bags to make room for different positives. So it's metaphorically speaking. Okay. So again, I don't know if I did this earlier or not. The sacred circle is like our medicine bag of personal, if you don't carry one like I do, right? And you keep everything that you hold dearest, most important in that circle. Okay, it's kind of like your own little circle of life, right? And it's protected because you put it there to remember it, to give you empowerment, to remind you of things, to show you, yes, you have what it takes to do things in your life walk. Okay, so what this is saying right now is you have to go in and kind of clean out that stuff and maybe change a few things. And that's okay. It's not that you're throwing them away or getting rid of them. It's just that they're not useful right now. So by doing that, then you allow more things to come in that are positive. Okay, or in a literal sense, I could go into my bag and change everything that's in it, or remove some items and put new items in it that also make me know that I've changed and I've grown in positives. Okay, so this is another thing. You have to remember how much. Okay, yep. Okay, so you're important. Everybody's important. And this is what they're saying. You have to remember how much you mean to the great connection. Okay, we're all connected. You know, I say that every time I'm on. You know, it's like a big, huge web. Even if we don't know each other, we are connected in one way or another. Eventually, it's like taking a pebble and throwing it on a lake where it's really calm, and then you see the ripples go out. Well, we each cause our own ripples in life. Okay, so this is what I'm being told to have you do, is kind of really do some reflection, Sherry, and don't drag stuff from the past. Let it go with love. You know, it doesn't mean you're done with it, but don't hold it because it drags you back. And just do some spring cleaning, or no, better yet, do some fall cleaning, right? Fall cleaning in your spiritual self, and allow some good energy and other good positive things to come in to your life. But you have to do that work. If you don't do that work, new things won't come in. And it's almost like the fall, right? With the leaves that fall down, the trees are shedding their leaves so that they can continue to grow and go through the seasons. And this is kind of what they're telling you that you should be doing. Okay, so here is your card, and it is the medicine bag. You know, I always look at it, and it's always some fun for sure to change things, because when we change things, we learn new things, and it's kind of cool. And each of us change each day, even though people say, oh, I hate change. You know, how many times have you guys heard me say, we change from the time we're conceived? We're never not changing. We're always moving forward with changes. And so, yeah, you know, it's a good thing to kind of clean that out every now and then. You can see my stalker is behind me, too. I'm sure you can see her. Oh, I guess she's decided to, like, come on in, Moo. Don't feel bad about that. Just jump in anywhere. No problem. Gotta love cats. She is also, Oz was 20 and she is 19. So my Siamese just jumped up in the window, who thinks she rules the house, is 19 years young. Still acts like a kitten. All right, so Miss Shannon, let's see what I got for you. And again, Miss Sherry, thank you very much for stopping in and sharing your energy here with us, and I hope that resonated with you. All right, Shannon, let's see what I get for Shannon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. They're not having me move really fast today, which is interesting. Oh, she's so crazy. All right, so your card today is the Raven. Good time, right? Really good time for it to pop in, because it's getting close to Halloween and everybody looks at the ravens and the crows. Ravens are extremely smart. They're the messengers of the in-between, one of them. And they kind of work in a way that not only do they bring us messages from the Spiritlands, but they kind of keep bringing us stuff that we're overlooking, or stuff that we're not paying attention to, or things we should be doing and we're kind of ignoring them. And when we don't do what we're supposed to do, Spirit kind of sends out the messengers, and they will follow you, and you will see them here, you will see them there, and they will be popping up in places that make you notice. And you need to stop, take a minute, and tell them, okay, I get it. Because 9 times out of 10, we do know what's going on. We just don't want to deal with it. So the raven coming through for you. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So the raven's also bringing through a woman. My age or a little bit older on the other side. And she wants you to know she's keeping an eye on you. So when she passed, she would have been like mid 60s to early 70s, I would say. Maybe even a little younger than that. But she's standing here and she's also saying gingham. And I know what gingham is, but that's the word she's sharing with me for some reason, maybe perhaps confirmation. But she's saying gingham. And she's also like showing me hand-drawn pictures like kids draw when they're little kids, paintings and what have you, and they give them to you, and you put them up on your refrigerator or your wall. She's showing me a lot of that, and she's just showing that over and over, so there's a connection with you between that. And she just wants you to know that you're not by yourself, and that the ancestors that you have that walked before you or with you and have since transitioned are always listening and always assisting you from the spirit lands. And it's like a big deal. But she's also keeps saying gingham, so I don't know what the gingham is. Like, when I was little, it was like a gingham dress. It's like a pattern or a material. That was on, I think it was on cotton, if I remember correctly. But that's what she's bringing through. And be mindful when you see the crows and ravens, because in the next few weeks, I have an idea you're probably going to be seeing more of. And it's almost her way of reaching out to you, whoever this woman is to you, and saying, yep, I'm here. It's not make believe. Yep, I'm here. It's real, and yes, I can hear you. So you're able to talk to them. We all are. I always kind of laugh when people say, "Oh, well, do you have other spirits are everywhere?" It's like, yeah, kind of. They're around us all the time, and they're in 900 places at once because they're energy, and that's what she's wanting you to know. She's not gone. She's just a change of worlds, change of energy. Okay, so that's your card, Miss Shannon, and I hope it resonates with you. And it's the Raven. And I'm telling you, you better pay attention to them ravens, because they will show up in droves if you don't. At least they do to my house. So it's crazy. And sometimes I don't want to listen to spirit, so I tell them to go away. I don't want to deal with it. So yeah, I get it. I get it. Okay, so, all right, let me go down the list a little bit. Oh, it just jumped in a big way. Hang on, hang on, hang on. I hate when it does that. Hang on, guys. Hi, Prash. Okay, here you go. Okay. That's not what I pushed, but okay, I can do that. That's really funny. So apparently you are supposed to get a card today. Welcome here. Thank you for coming and sharing your energy. I appreciate it. I love it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, so this is your 7th card, and it is the Lion. Okay, and I'm being told to tell you the Golden Lion. So I almost get an idea with what they're showing me. This is someone you knew that is no longer here. But he comes through as like this really huge male lion, prominent person. So like you would definitely feel his energy when you walked into a room when he was alive. He was a big personality. Kind of really like the old school strong male presence, right? And okay, so he's saying that there's some things that were in life while he walked in life he didn't truly understand, but once he transitioned to the other side, he understands all of it, and he's kind of like putting it out there that he's kind of sorry he didn't really see what was going on or how things were. He interpreted a lot of things in life old school, he's saying. This man is also oh, okay. Yeah, I've had a few guys hanging around. I know that sounds really crazy, right? I've had a few guys hanging around past couple of weeks, and I found two of them, and this is the third. This man has been staying here as a shadow person at my house and wouldn't really tell me who he was because I really didn't know him. I'm seeing him as almost bald, medium height, thinner build. But he's a presence. Wow, he's just got a lot of personality, a lot of kind of that, again, that male aggressive lion energy when he was here in life. But he's watching over you, and I'm also seeing him. Okay, that's funny. Okay, you know, they get to be really funny up there, and I'm getting him, and he's handing you a single rose with like the fern behind it and stuff, and he says, you know, just like the Bachelor, right? Just like the Bachelor giving the girl the rose, only this is somebody older. This would be a father or an uncle, and I don't think it's old enough to be grandfather yet. I think it's more father or uncle, but giving you that, telling you that he loves you and appreciates you for everything you are and everything you do, and he's watching over you and the family. And it's almost like he had a lot of unfinished business too before he left, and that's kind of overflowing into everybody's life and has been for a little bit. And that also he steps up and apologizes to. And I'm really sorry. I don't usually like to do mediumship when I'm doing cards on Tuesdays because it's so fast and quick, and I'd like to get deeper with it, but time doesn't really allow me. But Presh, if you want, get me hold of me on my my commercial page and send me a note, and I can talk to you about it. But that's your card today, and it is the lion, and he is coming through extremely strongly. Okay, so thank you for allowing me to pull that through for him. All right, so let's go. It does. Kathleen, how are you today, Miss Webb? Ooh, I like that. Yes, see, Halloween is good, man. Halloween is this month. You're very welcome. You know, Cindy, you've just like, since we first met on this, and I'm like looking back, we've been doing these shows for quite a while. And when I first met you, from what you were kind of closed in with yourself, you have just blossomed. And I just love that you're experiencing and enjoying life. And I'm just so grateful for that. Hi, Lido. How are you? I see you. Hello. Oh, Yo-Yo is here. How are you, Yo-Yo? I've been thinking about you, and I got to get hold of you. And I apologize for not before now. It's just been kind of a lot of stuff going on here. Okay. What's going on, Stephen Smith? Okay, well, you know what? I'll pull you a card, but I'm not going to pull you a card. I'm going to do a crystal for you. I'm gonna Okay, so this crystal is talking for you today, and it's a carnelian in quartz. Okay, so quartz amplified. Carnelian for me is a very doable crystal. It's one that helps me in many different avenues of my life. I actually didn't realize it until I was talking with Carrie Greenaway a while back, and I thought, you know what? I have a lot of carnelian. I have a lot of it. I have it all over the place. I have it in all my rooms of my house, and it comes to me. It's what I'm drawn to. Okay, so with you with the health. Okay, let me get a drink here. First of all, you don't know me, and I get that, but I have been down most of my life, probably since I was 17, 18 years old, with severe spinal injuries and rheumatoid arthritis. And I've had it all my life. And I'm 61, I'll be 62 in January. And my spine got really bad, and to the point where I could hardly walk in 2019. A lot of pain, a lot of physical pain, a lot of emotional pain, because you just, when pain hits you, you just go down that dark hole. And what I'm being told to tell you is you need to be more gentle with yourself, and just don't okay, so I'm going to put it this way. So when the physician tells us what's going on, a lot of us, with reason, and I understand that, get a kind of a panic situation going on within ourselves, right? We get nervous, we get scared, we get fear put into it. I know, I've been there, and I've been there in some serious ways. So I get that. But what has to turn around, and what does turn around for people, okay, is that we keep continuing to put out positives, that we see ourselves in our mind's eye, that we're going to be working on healing, and we will be better than what we are today, that we will heal, that we will have the people that are working around us and working with us within the medical field, your doctors, your nurses, whoever, are going to be assisted by Creator's healing grace to find the answers that are needed to help you to physically heal. And then while you're doing that, you have to mentally heal so that the rest of your body starts working in that motion. Okay, so we're all capable of it. But with that said, just like myself, I'm born, the first thing that I know for fact is I have an expiration date. I don't know what it is, but it is. So we have to be our best and do what is positive in our life, and experience the good, bad, the indifferent, so that we learn what our human walk is. Okay. Positivity will 100% make a difference. So you need to keep that in mind. And I know it's hard, but don't keep putting in your head the worst case scenario. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, so you got the same card, even though I shuffled it. You get the Raven as well. And the Raven is, they bring messages through us from Spirit, and our family and friends that have walked before us or have walked with us and transitioned, like I said, to the Spiritlands, they're there to help us. Okay, so you need to talk to them, and you need to communicate with them, even if it's in dream time. Even if you think people look at you thinking you're crazy because you're talking out loud, it doesn't matter. It's none of their business. It's your journey. Talk to them. Talk to them before you go to sleep at night, and ask them for assistance to heal. And, by all means, inbox me, and we'll put you on all the prayer lists as well. I don't see bad outcome. I see the outcome that you have to fight for, or that you have to work towards. Not so much fight for as much as work towards. You need to walk that healing balance. Okay, and again, 100% I'm being shown that the raven is your connector for the spirit lands, and ask them for assistance. Okay. And again, please inbox me. I'll be happy to add you to prayers if that's what you would like. Okay. And of course, we'll all hold you close and in prayer as well. Okay. So that is your card today, and it is the raven. And I really, really don't think it's not going to be, whatever it is not, it'll be fixed. It might not be fixed in the timeline you want it fixed in, but it will be fixed. So take that for what it's worth and keep putting out the positives and imagine yourself as a whole and that you're healing. Okay. All right. So thanks, Stephen, for stopping in. Okie dokie. Hi, Carol. How are you? Okay, sure. I'll pull you a card. Sorry, I've got to wet my whistle here. Welcome to the show today. Welcome to the Ghost Dimension family and the Wolf and the Bear Network family. And let's see what I can pull for you today. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I'm also being told to tell you I choose the 7th card. Some people who are new here, I choose the 7 because 7 is a sacred number. There's 7 directions and there's 7 grandfather teachings. Okay, so your card that came out today, Carol, was a snow goose. Okay, and the snow goose is the sign that I was born under on the Native American medicine wheel. Snow goose is very strong-willed. And they have a certain pattern about them, and they raise their young and keep their friends and family close, and they teach them by example. Okay. And then they kind of cut them loose and push them off. Okay. And it's like, here you go. You've got everything you need to succeed. You just have to realize that and have trust in yourself. Now, that energy coming through would be more geared like for your mother, like very nurturing, raised the kids, raised the children the way she felt that, with learning tools that they would need to have within their own lives. Okay, so this is kind of like where that is coming from. But I'm being told you have to look at everything that's going on right now and where you're at, realize that you have everything you need to move ahead. And I'm also being told as well, just like I said a little while ago about our spirit family that are living in the Spiritlands in another dimension. They're not gone. Their spiritual energy, our soul energy, we just lose our human body so that we experience life through, but when we go, energy doesn't die, so it's always around us. And I'm also was just told, tell her I think she understands that. Again, I feel like there's signs and things that have come up with you here and there, and you kind of question it, like, oh, is that like did that really happen? Or do you think that could connect? And I'm being told, yeah, it's not a coincidence. It is a reality. It is something that's happening. Let's see what else. Okay, and with the snow goose, you're entering the fall months, taking us into the winter months. This is the time of preparation. This is a time of getting stuff together for you. Like, so the winter months will go by quickly, and you'll have plenty to do in your spare time. But you have to kind of prepare for it. Okay. Yeah, it's like, she's like iron fist, right? The spirits are like iron fist. This is how you do it. This is how you get it done. You rely on yourself. You have what it takes to do, and you do it. So that's what I'm getting for you today. And there you go. It's the snow goose. All right. So thanks, Carol, for stopping on, and blessings. And, you know, I miss my mom every day physically, but she's always around when I need her. And believe me, they kick our butts from the other side. Even if we don't realize they are, they're kicking our butts. Okay. All right. Thank you for stopping in, Carol. And I hope that resonated with you in a way. All right. Yo-yo's there. James is there. Okay, I gotta look at this. I can't see it here. Yeah, see, Spirit does what Spirit wants, and that's cool. You go into November and finish out October. Get ready for yourself. You can always do that. It's not going away. So when you're ready, you're ready. All right. Hello, Miss Michelle. How are you? I hope you are well. Hi, Kay Omaha. How are you? Oma. I always call you Omaha because I used to watch that show when I was a kid. Sorry about that, Kay. Oh. All right. Okay, here we go. All right. We got 1. We got 2. We got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They're all jumping all around today. Okay, Miss Michelle, let's see what I got for you today. And I got for you today is the loon. No, it doesn't mean you're crazy. It doesn't mean I'm crazy. Although I will tell you the loons have already left for south already here. All right, so the loon. The loon comes in. And the loon brings mystery and magic with it. And they also bring about your voice being heard. Okay, so there's things that you've been intrigued about or wanting to know about, and it surrounds kind of mystically or magically, whether it's some new, it's kind of, and I hate to use the word new age because it's not a new age, but holistic, more of a holistic approach. And I feel like there's a lot of avenues for you to check out to do that and kind of resonate with you. And they're saying just take your time because the journey you're on is very trying to see the word they're using. Okay, what they're showing me is your life, and they're showing me like nighttime against a kind of a blue sky, and I'm seeing the smoke swirls up. So it's kind of like the way the smoke swirls up with my smudge when I burn white sage. So in that way, it's magical and mystical. So there's things that you aren't sure of that you want to know about and are trying to look for. And I'm seeing like 3 avenues that you can take, and none of them are wrong avenues. Just remember that, because you can always flip over and do the other ones. So take your time. This is also, I was just told, like a long time tradition. Tradition, and they're spelling it, so I made sure. Kind of something, I want to say, like within your family, whatever this is, it's kind of a long tradition, and you're not sure how to go about it. You think you can, but you're not sure. And they're saying, you know what, don't doubt yourself, trust yourself. And even going into learning about something or getting more involved with something is fine. Even if it doesn't work out, you still attempted it, you still learned things, and you grew from that challenge. And they are saying it's a challenge, whatever this is. So the loon's there and it's singing out, and it's very haunting sound. But again, it's at nighttime. So it's almost like your power comes. And when I say power, again, I'm not talking about Harry Potter kind of wizard power or anything like that, but your power yourself, when you feel the most confident, and I'm being shown, is the evening time, the nighttime. So whatever choice you take, on this particular path. And again, I'm being told tradition, tradition, tradition. You'll be fine. And you'll make your own way to whatever this is. The Spiritlands will help you and assist you as you move forward. But I'm also being told practice makes perfect for whatever reason. I'll just throw that out there. But it's like evolving. Whatever this is, it's evolving. And they just said, do what you need to do that makes you fulfilled, that fulfills your curiosity about whatever this is. But again, I feel like it's tradition. So it's in the lineage of your family that whatever this is that's going on with you, that you're trying to see if you want to do. So, all right, here's your card, Michelle. I hope that resonated. I don't know if it did, but I hope it did. And your card again was the Loon. Thanks for coming on here too, eh? I appreciate your energy here. I will 100% pull a card for you, Miss K. All right, here you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, before I even look at the card that I just turned over, I have like a grandfather coming through for you. And I'm really sorry because, like I said, I don't really enjoy to do mediumship on here because it's such a short time. But I have a grandfather. He's like coming in and he's stating, I am her grandfather. So for whatever that is, I'm going to kind of hold him back a little bit and let's see what goes on. And your card is the Komodo Dragon. Okay, now I love dragons and dragon energy is awesome. And they're also awesome when they're around you. And dragons did roam the earth a long time ago during the dinosaurs. And actually, this is considered as well a dragon, and they are massive, the Komodos. And they're actually very interesting to learn about. So this is kind of the energy that's coming through for you right now. And it's almost like you have to kind of tap into that. And the word they're using is legendary dragon energy. Okay. Like you need to own it. And somebody just snapped their fingers and shook their head and said, she needs to own it. And I'm like, okay, I'll tell her that. Yeah, and they're saying be fierce. So I don't know what's going on, but this is something that's going on that will, like, you'll be involved with, or it'll pop up, or it already has popped up, but you own it. Just own it. You know what to do. You know how to handle it. And this man who's saying grandfather is standing there tapping. It has his hands crossed against his chest, and he is standing there tapping his foot, and he says she's got this and she needs to realize she's got this. So for whatever that is. And he's talking about, okay, this is really funny. He's talking about when I was there, I was old and crusty, like crusty. That was a slang that was used in my era, like back when I was a kid, to one of my grandfathers, actually, because he was like, what is the other word? A curmudgeon, when they're like just kind of ornery, but not. Like you get past the hard part, they're just soft mush inside. This is how he's coming across. He's actually extremely funny. And he's also showing me the color blue. And, oh, that's really funny. I've got you highlighted on the side here, and it's really bright blue. But he's telling you, like, the color blue and how he was like, people kind of feared him a little bit until they got to know him, because he emitted such a strong energy, and it's kind of like this dragon energy. So he's telling you, and Spirit from Spiritlands are telling you, yeah, own it, and just do what you need to do for you. because whatever you choose to do is going to be fine because you do things with respect and compassion and empathy and truth, kind of like the 7 grandfather. Oh yeah, he's being really funny. The 7 grandfather teachings, because yesterday was Native American Indigenous Day, and I posted about the 7 grandfathers. So he's pretty witty guy. So he's sending a lot of love for you, and just own it and be a boss. Just be a boss. That's what I'm being told. Be a boss. So tap into that dragon energy, okay? And there you go. That's your card today. That's pretty funny. That's not funny you're reading, but it's just funny how they communicate sometimes. Okay. Okay, well, that's fine. I don't even remember what I said, but I'm glad that they gave you what you needed. That's awesome, Jessica. Thanks for letting us know. Okay, wait a minute. I saw Yo-Yo too. Hey, Yo. How are you, Yo? Yo is in the house. All right, let's see what I can get for you today. All right, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh. Wow, we're having repeat cards come up. That's very interesting. Your card today also is the medicine bag. And this is about, again, taking care of self and what's important. And sometimes we have to switch stuff up in that medicine bag so that that's where our power lies and we can ground from that. It's by taking things that are important to us and understanding that sometimes we have to put things in their place of order so that it works better for us. You know, the cards never lie, right? 72 cards, and this is the one that comes up for you. So you need to focus on yourself. You need to focus on what works for you right now, what's important for you. And I'm seeing a lot of issues around like friends, family, health, personal, just be in the right mindset almost. So you need to know you're working in the right way. They understand that. That's why, and I will say this with everybody here, yo, I've thought about getting hold of you, but stuff would come up and I just didn't. It's not because I don't care about you or what you're learning, but it was like just not the time. I wasn't pushed to get hold of you. So to me, everything is right in the world because you have stuff you have to take care of first. Okay, once you take care of that, then things will be ready to do and evolve in what you are doing. But I'm also seeing like winter months because it'll be easier for you to do because people aren't going out as much. They're more at home other than work. So it's going to be right now is the fall cleanup, the fall take care of stuff so that winter coming up is going to be okay and I'll be settled with that. Okay, so that's your card today, Sir Yo-Yo. And it's the medicine bag. Okay, all right. Let me go down the list here. Hang on, guys. Oh, hi, Kim. How are you? I can do that. I can do that. I can do that. All right, let's see what I can get for Kimmy Wilson today. Hi, Cheryl. I see you there. Woo! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, I like this card. Okay. The clownfish. Okay. And no, you're not a clown. This is about relationships. Okay. And the clownfish, I can't even say the word. I'm going to struggle with it because I always struggle with it. And it's kind of gone into the anemone. Woo, I think I said it right. And that's actually a living creature as well. And they're all like on the coral reefs and stuff. Oh, here we go again. Somebody's stepping in. There we go. Okay, get along, get along. All right. So this is about like, Oh, going to a safe place, like being closer with other people that you've been kind of secluded and buried, and now it's time to get out and get into the friend and family relationships that you have. Um, and it's like clouded right now. It's like really clouded when I look at it. And by clouded, I mean like in the fish tank, you know, when you're cleaning and stuff goes up and it kind of clouds and you can't see it because it's murky. That's kind of what they're showing me. Um, that you're putting yourself there, but it's self-imposed. Um, and they want you to kind of go out and explore a little more, kind of get in a better, healthier mindset routine for yourself. Um, and I don't know, Spirit just yelled this. Okay, isn't the little fish cute? The little fish is cute, just like Kim is. Little fish. Okay, but they have big purpose. So you need to get back with the relationships of your friends and family around you that you can, and kind of like expand into that again instead of hiding in the murky water. And I hope that your pool is all set for you for the winter, because I know she has a pool, a beautiful pool, which I'm highly jealous of. But yeah, this is what's going on for you right now, and it's like not time to hide anymore. It's time to work on those friends and family relationships, because we all need them. It's hard, and I know I live by myself, and I kind of cut off from a lot of things, but I still have my key relationships that I keep up. And this is what they're telling you. You need to do that, especially with winter going to be coming in soon, and it's going to be really long. So long and cold. All right. So I hope that resonates with you, Kim. And again, it is the clownfish. Kind of reminds me of mango. All right. Let's see what else. Kim, you have a great day. Thanks for popping in. Okay, I just saw something here. Where? Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome, Shannon. I'm glad. That's awesome. Okay, how are you? Okie dokie. Press, you're very welcome. Uh-huh. Okay, Carrie Lynn, let's see what I get for you. Am I up to it? Some days I get up in the morning and I'm like, yeah, I don't want to do this today. I'm having we all have our issues, right? And I'm having an issue with motivation right now. So I'm here, and I'm here to do what I need to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, this is a nice card. I haven't pulled this in a while. So Carrie Lynn, your card today is the butterfly, and I am told that it's time for you to do what you've been wanting to do, to prepare to do. Because with the butterfly, they go through cycles, and they're like the caterpillars, and then they're in the cocoon, and then they bust out, and then they have to sit a little bit so their wings dry because they're actually kind of wet, and then they fly. Okay, and butterflies represent creativity, new adventure, and what they are showing me is the butterfly with its wings all fully expanded. Okay, and they travel, and they have a certain pattern that they travel, and that's fine. But what I'm told to tell you is you just basically have to embrace what it is that you want to do or have been wanting to do, because you're the only one that can do that. We're only in charge of ourselves, although some of us would like to think we're in charge of other people. We're not. It's all about free choice and will. And people can tell you what they think you should do, but ultimately it's our decision to do whatever or move forward or not. with whatever comes up. And I'm being shown this is something you wanted to kind of get yourself involved with for a long time. Sorry. And then Spirit saying, why are you questioning self? It's like this is something you wanted, something you've kind of waited for, and the time is right now. So you need to look at that and open those wings and just go for it. Okay, so that is your card today, Miss Carrie. And it is the butterfly. I hope it resonates with you, and thanks for spending time here with us today. All right. Very welcome. Very welcome. Good. And thank you for prayers for Kim. Not the Kim that was just here, but yeah, thank you very much for those. I appreciate it, and she will too. Oh, you're not feeling good today. That's not good. Well, I hope you feel better soon. All right, and then go down. I know I got to find... Hi, Gloria. How are you? Okay, hang on. It's kind of going... There he is. There he is. Okay. Let's see. All right. Going down. Hang on. It's going to jump on me in a minute, so hang on a minute. Yes, you may. Hi, Leanne. How are you today? I hope you're well. I will pull you a card. All right. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, well, we're having a lot of double cards recently. All right, so your card too today is the clownfish. And this time, let's see if I can get it right. It's the clownfish and the anemone. And that's the little creature that's behind it. And yes, it's a creature and not a piece of coral. And it actually emits poison to every other fish and thing that is in the water except the clownfish. Okay, so this for you, oh, that's interesting. So for you today, this is about acceptance. Like the fish, it's accepted by the anemone and it stays safe there for protection. And yeah, that's really interesting. So what I'm being shown for you, okay, yep. It's about accepting things. Okay, now you got to remember, don't shoot the messenger. They just give it to me the way it is. And I'm not trying to be mean. It's not judgmental. None of that. But what I'm being told for you is you have to accept things sometimes that we don't like to accept. Or it may be another person's, what they're doing, right? And we don't accept it. Okay, it doesn't mean that we attack it. It just means we don't accept it and we don't add energy to it. We don't put more energy to it because all it does is continue to build negative. And what I'm being shown is acceptance is the key for you. Acceptance into more positive things that are coming to you. Don't be frightened of them. Be open to them. I'm also saying that what I hear is that you're hearing too, because they're emphasizing that. So you're hearing some things as well that maybe are not making you happy, things that are related into the living world. And you need to make the decision whether you engage with that and continue that negative, or you let it go and kind of go around it and just put it in its place. But it's all about acceptance, and you're the only one that can be in charge of that, just like I am. I either accept the result or I don't. And if I don't, I need to have a different plan to do something else. Okay. And this is whatever this is that's going on with you, it boils down to how you accept it. And no, there are people around you like this that have your back, just like the anemone has the clownfish pulls it in and it can stay there and survive and it's not poisoned by the toxins. You have people like that around you that you can trust and turn to, and they want you to remember that as well. Okay, but the main thing is how you decide or not to accept. Okay, so that is your card today, and it is the clownfish. Thanks for coming in, Leanne. I appreciate it. Okay, let's see. David. Yeah, I'll give you a card. That's okay. That's okay. Let's give you a card. And I gotta go up and give Margaret a card too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, see, now this card keeps coming up recently too. This is really interesting because it came up earlier today. And yours is also the honeybee. Okay, so the honeybee for you is about this is like straight on force. It's like collecting the reward, harvesting the prize. It's like you put in a lot of work to a lot of things right now, and this is going to be a really good time for the next few weeks, a little bit into November, but primarily in October, that are going to be really good for you financially. And I don't know what you do, but they're showing me like the stuff you've prepared, the stuff you've created, because the bees go, they get the stuff, they make the honey, they pollinate the trees and the flowers, and they're helping to create. And this is what I'm being shown for you. So I'm being shown that right now in the next few weeks, it's going to be really important for you to focus on that. And I feel like almost like you have things that you're getting rid of or selling, or something that you're getting because you're doing a service for. I don't know. It would be like being an electrician or something, but it would be like something you're doing is bringing in income, and I don't usually get income, but this is showing me that it's bringing in income. So yeah, this is a real beneficial time for you through October, the last part of October. It might go over a little bit, but not much into November, but this is kind of peak for you right now. So for whatever that's worth, I hope it resonates for you. And it's the honeybee for you, David. Okie dokie, going down here. Let's see. Oh, very well, very well. Okay. Ha, that's okay. No problem, Sherry. I know how we all sneak at that. Okay. Okay. I will give you a card, Donna. Hang on 1 second. Let's see what I can get for you. I'm getting somewhere over the rainbow whispered into my head. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Ooh, you got a strong card, girl. All right. So your card today is the Crystal Keepers. And yes, that was one of my crystals. All right. So the Crystal Keepers are all about we use crystals to connect. We use crystals to energize. We use crystals to empower. They're in our phones. They're in our computers. They're in our smart TVs. They're in a lot of things, radios, anything that you use, they're involved with, because quartz crystals amplify, right? So what I'm being told for you right now, there's something going on, and they're telling me to let you know, don't amplify it, because it's almost like it could turn into a negative. Just take care of it. Kind of the word they said, silently, quietly. Okay. And it'll be fine. Everything will be fine. So they're saying don't panic, but it's going to appear to be amplified for you. Okay. And you've got everything you need to handle it. And you're very capable of doing that. So they said, don't panic, just do it quietly. So I'm not sure what the situation is, but it's kind of involving a situation. And you're going to be like, oh my God, no. You know, I've had situations like that, but it's all about how you react to it. Like, don't get overexcited about it, just deal with it. And that's pretty much what they're saying, which is really interesting because they're saying don't amplify it. Okay, so that's your card today, and it's a Crystal Keepers. Thanks for coming in today, though. I love it. Thank you. Thank you. All right, where is she? Okay, I see Skylight. I see. She's a year older than me, so I was kind of right on target with that. That's good. I'm pretty sure that's who it was. Okay, Jillian, I'm going to give you a card tonight. All right. Hang tight, Miss Jillian. And Skylight, I'll get you too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, you're so blessed. You're double blessed, Jillian, because you get the card that Mango chewed. Yep, you get the tobacco card. And I'm going to do this just a little bit so you can see what he did. Look at what he did. He's so bad. Okay, so the tobacco card brings through, tobacco is very sacred, not cigarette smoke or any of that, but within the indigenous culture, we use tobacco to pray to, okay, what the heck's going on now? To pray to, we use it in ceremony, we use it for blessing, we use it in prayer ties. And when we say we're sending up smoke, we send up white sage and we put tobacco in it and sweetgrass, and that's what it's for. So this is all about blessings for you. Okay, and I'm hearing like long time. It's been a while since you felt like you were getting blessings. Excuse me. And you have to stop and slow down a little bit and look around because there's many of them, but they're little, and those have to be counted as well. But I'm also seeing that in the middle of November, they're saying that there's going to be something that comes in for you that's going to be like, yay, yippee me, that happens, and it will be a blessing for you. So you kind of have to, and they're literally saying almost like you're in despair. Not depression, but you're kind of down a little bit about stuff. And it's like, yeah, you've got blessings. You just have to look a little closer. And sometimes we don't, even the little things we miss. So I'm being told really loud, though, that there's going to be something a little larger than recently that's going to pop in for you. That's going to be a good thing. And it's going to be in the middle of November. All right. So that is your card today, Miss. And it's tobacco. Okay. So Skylight, I will pull you. You back, Shannon. Have a blessed day, too. All right. Teresa Nicole, did you get your Facebook sorted out? Silly child. I'll tell you what. Sometimes I wonder, hackers, if they put half of the energy they put into and the intelligence that they use into hacking into something positive for everybody, life would be a lot better. Okay, so here we go, Sky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. All right, somebody just walked. I don't know if y'all caught that or not. Somebody just walked through me or in front of me, between me and the screen. That's why it was all blurry. So I'm not sure who this is for here, but we'll see. All right, so Hans, you have the crocodile as your card today, as the 7th card. Okay, so this is about you. Okay, they're going right into it. So the hide is really thick on alligators and crocs, and this is about you having almost impenetrable If that is the word I think they're using. Like you can't get through the thick skin. Okay. All right. So there's some people around you that want to get to know you, that want to be around you. Whether it's family, friends, it's like multiples, right? And they're kind of like stating that you've kind of got this defense mechanism going on a little bit, is what I'm being shown. That you don't want to let them in because you don't want to trust them. And it's because of things that have happened in the past. Okay. So part of what I'm going to tell you is things that have gone on in the past, we can't go back and change. Okay. We can learn from them, but we can't go back and change. However, when different events or different people or different things come into our life, we have to allow ourselves to open just a little bit, because if we don't, we could be missing one of the best blessings that we ever had offered to us or set in front of us. Okay. And this is really strong. And I'm also being told, okay. So I almost get this as like on a friend situation. And it's like okay, and don't take this the wrong way. It's like you're scared or fearful of being hurt again, or just being kind of, they screw stuff up. I'm getting like people have done in the past with you, like they just mess things up for you. Because they're kind of, okay, so they pretend to be one way, but then when you get to know them, they're like totally flip, like completely flip the opposite. And that's what I'm getting for you. But trust your instincts, because if you completely shut down and use this tough, thick hide that the crocodile has, you'll be missing out on a lot. Okay, so trust your instinct. And I get it. It's like armor, right? That's what the alligators and the crocs, their skin is so thick, it protects them. And that's fine. But even they have to let their guard down to do things that they require in their lives. So I'm being shown really like, just open up just a little bit and trust your instinct. Okay. So if it's someone that's coming up or something that's going on and you just don't feel great about it, don't feed that negative energy. But you have to open up enough so that you can tell yourself what it is, so that your instincts can kick in and you can feel yes or no. All right. So thanks for stopping in to Panama, from Panama. I appreciate it. And your card is the crocodile. And yeah, thanks for joining the family. All right. Bow, 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 bow. Margaret, I don't know. Are you still in here, Margaret? Margaret. Thank you, Cindy, for the sticker. All right, Margaret, are you still here? All right, Gloria, let me pull a card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, I love this card. This is one of my favorite creatures that I had on my ranch. Here you go. It's the grouse. Okay, you see what he's doing, right? He's all feathers up and his tail feathers up and he's dancing. And we actually, within the Native American community, when we go to powwows, one of the dances is they dance like a grouse, and it's a joyous thing. And he's happy. He's joyous. So right now, this is about things that are coming in for you right now. Kind of things that you've waited. You waited for a change to come in. You've waited. It's just like been kind of flatline. Life has been like just nothing big, nothing bad. And they're saying there's going to be some things coming in again towards the end of the month that'll make you kind of celebrate. And part of this, okay, so what they're telling me is part of this is you don't step out of your comfort zone. So the reason it's kind of is because you're not stepping out to bring in new experiences, new people. So it's kind of like you have to expand a little bit. And when you do, you're going to find there's good people out there, there's good things to do, and different things that'll kind of put a little more pep in your step, so to speak. That's why he's dancing. But yeah, you need to do that, because a lot of times, and I do it here, you just kind of shut the world out sometimes, and you don't kind of engage with people outside of your home or out of your workspace or whatever, and we miss out a lot when we do that. So right now, that's what they're telling me to let you know, is put a little pep in your step and kind of open up to new possibilities. And if you do, as you do, better things are going to come in. So those are bigger blessings. All right, so that is your card today. It is the grouse. Ooh, you're very welcome, Crush. Thanks for coming in. Okay, going down. Yeah, your floor fan is turned its off. I love when that's, welcome to my world. I have TVs, I have radios, I have computers. They all shut down and come on every now and then. All right. What's going on? Oh, that's all right. Yeah, I can give you a card. I said somebody else I give a card to too. I'm not sure. I don't remember who it was now. I'm old. My brain is gone. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. All right. Here's your card. It's the bear. Okay. I like that card. Gee, I wonder why. Well, for you, Miss Susan Cole, it's kind of like you have to just do it, get through it, and it'll be fine. We all don't necessarily like the tasks and the chores and the things that pop up that we have to engage with, because they're just everyday life things. And sometimes it can really drain you. I know me just doing maintenance for the cats, like feeding and cleaning their boxes and doing every day for the birds. And then sometimes, because of my physicalities, I just don't want to do anything else. So I kind of slow down. And if I put myself in that rut, I stay in that rut. Okay, so this is what I'm being told really loud for you right now. It's just hang on. You'll get through this. You just have to quit beating yourself up. And if you need help, you need to reach out and ask for that help, because there's many people that'll step up and give you assistance. And if you don't, the bear's going to come and kick your butt. That's what I'm being told. All right. I love you. Use that bear energy. Okay. Because they'll push through anything. All right. So that's your card for today. All right. So let's see here. Okay. Yeah, it's rough. It can be really rough. But keep a positive state of mind, and I don't know how we do it, but we push through it. And I don't take meds for it, except at night I take one med. It's not a narcotic. And I have people tell me, how do you do that? I don't know. We just push through it, right? Okay, now I am... You're welcome, Carol. Jane Butterworth. You're new here too. All right. Hi, Gay. How are you? I hope you're doing well. I love you. Okay, let's see what I can do for Jane. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, you got a great card. And they're actually still flying around here, even though we're getting 30 degrees at night. I still got them. Dragonfly is your card. Okay, so Dragonfly. What does Dragonfly represent? Dragonfly is actually the messenger of the in-between. And the in-between is anybody that's in the spiritual realm. It can be what some people call the angels, or I call the divine. I don't like labels. It could be the winged ones, the four-leggeds, the crystal keepers. It could be a number of them, but there are other dimensions than ours, and including ours when our soul energy leaves our body, right? So the dragonfly is telling you, you have a connection. Okay, you have a connection to the divine. So whether it's like you're calling on archangels, again, which I don't like using labels, but they're a divine energy for assistance. I'm not really quite sure what it is, but you're bringing through that divine energy, and you actually have a connection that's strong enough that you can call to them to have them assist you with issues you're having here in your human life. Okay. And it can even be to help others. It can be to help yourself or deal with things that are there, but you have a very, very strong connection to the divine. And it's not just one, what we would consider angels, it's like more. So it's like if you need something, it's like you're the one-way phone line to the divine. So if you've got things that you need assistance with, or things that aren't going well, or even things that are going well that you want to thank them for, it's this big, strong connection with the divine. And when I look at the dragonflies, they're so mystical, they're so glittery. Like, you know, you ever see, like, I don't know, can't think of one offhand right now, but you think of a movie or a TV show or something, and they show where the fairies come through and there's all this glowing light and orbs and rays of light. This is what I'm seeing with the dragonflies, and it's like the connection, and it's like connection like this, right? It's like, here you are, there they are. So it's connection, and it's a one-way to them, direct, and you get your responses direct. So own that and love that and consider that a great blessing, because they are all around you. It's really awesome to look at. So that is your card today, and it is the dragonfly. Okay, let's see. I can. Let's pull you a card. I gotta shuffle them good, Miss Miller. Right, let's see what we've got for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, and I gotta ask you, and I don't know, I'm just gonna throw this out here. I keep getting told right now, somebody yelling in the background, something about tennis shoes, sneakers, something like that. Someone's gonna give you that. I don't know what it is. I just keep getting sneakers thrown at me right now. Okay, so your card today is the white buffalo. Okay, now the white buffalo within my culture, it represents the north, and it also is about the sacred, because the white buffalo, white calf, white buffalo calf, no, white calf buffalo woman, I always get it mixed up because my brain scrambles, is very sacred, and there were stories that came from her, and she taught the people how to use the medicine pipe, how to heal. Okay, not the way I thought it was going to go, but this is the way it's going. Okay, so when the white buffalo was born, it's said to represent her, okay? And what we have stories of is of a sacred pipe, right? With ceremonial and tobacco and prayer, okay? And that's what it's used for. It's used for healing, okay? And the white buffalo doesn't happen often. It's not an albino buffalo. It's a white buffalo. And when you see any white animal, that's very sacred when they come through like that. Not albinos. We're talking about white animals, okay? So what I'm being shown is the calf woman's pipe, and she's teaching and she's healing with this pipe, okay? Because the smoke is what comes up with the smoke and the prayer, and that all heals, okay? And there's sacred pipe holders, like, not like, I can't go out and just pick up, I can get a pipe or create a pipe that I can use for prayer, but I'm not a sacred pipe holder. This is handed down through generations going way back, okay? And nobody gets to touch it unless the sacred pipe holder that is holding it allows it. I can say I have smoked with one with an elder. It was a great privilege. It was a lot of power and energy, and it was for healing. And this is what's being shown for you right now is they've got this pipe, and they're smoking it ceremonially for healing for you. And remember the white buffalo, and actually I'll try to remember, I'll send you the story so you can understand how she came in. And what's really interesting is it's the women that were head of a lot of tribes. It's the women that came through with teachings and gave them to the different clans. It's the women who run things, and they were medicine women. So that's a great honor to have it, and not the way I expected that to go, but that's what I'm seeing for you. She's holding the pipe and the healing smoke is going up. So that is your card, Miss Miller, and I hope it resonates with you. Okay? All right. Let's see. Very welcome. Very welcome. Okay, so, all right, let me see. Ah, I will. I will give you a card. Let's see. Margaret, I got to give you a card there too. All right, Abby, let's see. Oh, they're telling me to cut them up. Okay, there we go. Let's see what happens. Let's see what I get for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, okay. Card I got for you today is the owl. Okay. So with the owl, Abby, I'm seeing that there's a lot of knowledge that you carry with you, and it's almost like you feed that need all the time. Like anywhere you can learn stuff, or anywhere you can connect with stuff that'll give you information. They're laughing and they're saying, just call her a little sponge. Okay. So the owl represents a few things within various tribes. Some people love them. Some people are scared of them. I have owl medicine. I've worked with literal, actual owls since I was 16. I've had them pop up in real time. It's a very interesting medicine. We call it medicine to learn and manipulate. But I feel you already carry that energy. And what they're showing me is you have many things that you can teach others. So I feel like at some point, if you're not already doing it, there'll be people that just kind of show up in your life. And remember, we're always students, but we're also teachers. Everybody is. We are always a student of life, but we're also teachers because of the stuff that we've gone through. And this is what I'm being shown for you is this is a lot of pride with you. This is something you should be very proud of. And it's the way of communicating with others that you kind of do by setting the scene. Like you understand that people are different, so they have to take in the knowledge, and each of them's a different way. Like some people, well, I'll just use me as an example. When I was in high school, I couldn't do written tests. I only did oral exams, oral teachings. They'd ask me the questions and I'd have to like either do the math problem on the wall or whatever. I could not take a written test, and I've been that way most of my life. And I'm a visual learner. especially now since I hit about 55. I've been a visual learner. I cannot sit and completely read all the time. And this is what I'm being told. You have the gift for being able to reach out to other people to share your knowledge. And I'm almost saying that this is like a healing walk that you're on. I feel that you are a healer. Even if you don't know it, you're a healer, but I think you kind of do. You might not want to admit it, but I'm also seeing that that's like your soul's contract. When you came here, this is what you're supposed to do, and be able to assist people when they need assisting in whatever it is, because you have that knowledge base. And if you don't have it, they're saying you'll go out and find it so that you do understand it better. So that is your card today. And it is the owl. Thanks, Abby. I appreciate you stopping in and joining us today. I'm going to scoot down the listy. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, let's see here. Energy with others as well, so you may smile, as always. Never knew either. Wow, I was very young when he passed. Yep. Single look would put, after 6 seconds straight, as the story goes. Yep. That's awesome. That is so awesome. That is so awesome. I appreciate you bringing that story to light. All right. There's a couple people. Hi, Kirsty. Hi. I would love to keep reading, but I'm here like almost 2 hours. I'm an hour and 3/4. So I have to get going. So I appreciate everybody that's been here. I hope that you've all enjoyed, or at least taken something from everybody's reading today. And until next time, it's Bear out. And you guys have a great week, okay? Keep smiling, guys. Just keep smiling.
Yeah. Cool. What? Bye, Bear, Mom Bear.
Bye, Mama Bear.
See you later, Bear, Mom Bear, Mom Bear.